Whether we've seen eye to eye or rarely agreed at all, my conversations with you, the American people, in living rooms and schools, at farms and on factory floors, at diners and on distant outposts, are what have kept me honest, kept me inspired, and kept me going. I first came to Chicago when I was in my early 20s, still trying to figure out who I was, still searching for a purpose to my life. It was in neighborhoods not far from here, where I began working with church groups in the shadows of closed steel mills. It was on these streets where I witnessed the power of faith and the quiet dignity of working people in the face of struggle and loss. This is where I learned that change only happens when ordinary people get involved, get engaged, and come together to demand it. After 8 years as your president, I still believe that. And it's not just my belief, it's the beating heart of our American idea, our bold experiment in self-government. It's the conviction that we are all created equal, endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's the insistence that these rights, while self-evident, have never been self-executed, that we, the people, through the instrument of our democracy, can form a more perfect union. This is the great gift our founders gave us, the freedom to chase our individual dreams through our sweat, toil, and imagination, and the imperative to strive together as well to achieve a greater good. Understand, democracy does not require uniformity. Our founders quarreled and compromised and expected us to do the same. But they knew that democracy does require a basic sense of solidarity, the idea that for all our outward differences, we are all in this together, that we rise or fall as one. And how we meet these challenges to our democracy will determine our ability to educate our kids and create good jobs and protect our homeland. In other words, it will determine our future. Our Constitution is a remarkable, beautiful gift, but it's really just a piece of parchment. It has no power on its own. We, the people, give it power with our participation in the choices we make. Whether or not we stand up for our freedoms, whether or not we respect and enforce the rule of law, America is no fragile thing. But the gains of our long journey to freedom are not assured. It falls to each one of us to be those anxious, jealous guardians of our democracy, to embrace the joyous task we've been given to continually try to improve this great nation of ours. Because for all our outward differences, we all share the same proud title, citizen. Ultimately, that's what our democracy demands. It needs you, not just when there's an election, not just when your own narrow interest is at stake, but over the full span of a lifetime. That's why I leave this stage tonight even more optimistic about this country than when I was when we started. Because I know our work has not only helped so many Americans, it has inspired so many Americans, especially so many young people out there, to believe you can make a difference. This generation coming up, unselfish, altruistic, creative, patriotic, I've seen you in every corner of the country. You believe in a fair, just, inclusive America. You know that constant change has been America's hallmark, something not to fear, but to embrace. And you're willing to carry this hard work of democracy forward. I believe as a result that the future is in good hands. For now, whether you're young or young at heart, I do have one final ask of you as your president. The same thing I asked when you took a chance on me 8 years ago. I'm asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but in yours. I'm asking you to hold fast to that faith written into our founding documents, that idea whispered by slaves and abolitionists, that spirit sung by immigrants and homesteaders and those who marched for justice, that creed reaffirmed by those who planted flags from foreign battlefields to the surface of the moon, a creed at the core of every American whose story is not yet written. Yes, we can. Yes, we did. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.